episode. Put my production hat on here. What is it? Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday the 13th. Thursday the 13th, put my production hat on here. We have been trying to fix this problem where halfway through this video, then the audio starts to get ahead of me, the video, the body, and it's annoying the shit out of me. At first I thought it was just me, where I was like, oh, I guess this is just on my phone or my video, but when you upload it to the internet, it'll be cool. I figured that's what that interminable wait is when the YouTube editor is processing your video, and it takes 15 minutes sometimes for that to happen. I assumed that's what it was doing, fixing stuff like that. Well, I guess it's probably what it's doing is looking for ill-timed references to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, probably, because it doesn't fix dick. So I've been trying to, something on my end's wrong, big surprise. So we gotta figure that out. So I'm getting closer. Obviously yesterday, whatever I did was wrong because I had to reshoot the video in my kitchen. I found there was one setting in the phone that was not set to default. So we're switching that. Everything's set to default. We're gonna start there and then just start working our way. Apparently, according to other people on YouTube, this is called audio drift. And we're close. So, I've viewed a couple videos dealing with this issue that sort of kind of deal with people that have sort of that issue, but in a little different fashion. I haven't found the one that just speaks right to me just yet. But we're on the right track. I feel confident that we're going to correct this. So, there we have that. Well, yesterday, another winning day. Wow, that's 2 in a row. I guess if we win today, that would be a winning streak. I guess it's happened. As we've mentioned previously, right now we're just kind of letting the model go and run and do its thing, and I'm doing very little corrections to it. So just letting it do what it wants to do. For now, 2 days in a row. Yay! We were like, what, plus 270 something yesterday? Good day. Again, we're trying to, the thing can be in that, you have one game that you say, oh, I'm playing that game, this one can't miss, and you win it, you're plus 100 units, unless you're playing more than what you should be. In other words, you're betting half your bankroll in one game. We call that the plan, and that doesn't work. But if you're playing like 7, 8, 9 games, all for a flat, 0.5%, 1% of your bankroll, and you end up winning 6 out of 11, then you do, or 6 out of 7 out of 11. That's a good day. I think that's what we did. I don't know what we did. Let's see what we did. We were in the kitchen, so you may not have been able to get all that stuff yesterday, but here it is. Arizona at Colorado, coming through with a big inning late. I was funny, I was making dinner for the wife, and I had that game on in the background, and as soon as I started cooking dinner, they started scoring some runs. So I just kept cooking dinner, and it got a little overdone just because I dragged it out. They scored 8 runs. So the wife's like, I'm hungry. And well, Arizona's not done scoring yet, so, you're just going to have to wait. I didn't phrase it exactly that way, but Toronto, oh, wow. They got way behind, an ill-timed error by Vladimir Guerrero, who, is probably going to be hampered his whole career by his natural heaviness and inability to catch. Maybe he'll pick up the glove work as it goes along, but an error, and they could not shut the door after that, and let in another 4 runs, and that basically cost them the game, because Toronto ended up scoring a ton of runs. They came all the way back from 8-0 to tie just could not get a timely hit to tie or win the game. So Reds going to red, loss. Baltimore coming through against the crummy Phillies. Are these guys actually half good, or are the teams they playing really bad? Not sure here, not sure. This one sucked. Washington hits a 3-run home run to start the game, and then it just couldn't get anybody out, and the Mets win easily. So that's a loss. But then we started to string them here at the end. Houston looked like they were going down in flames again. They trailed for 5 innings, 1-0, waiting for these guys to hit the ball hard. I mean, I guess it is actually harder to hit a curveball when you don't know it's coming. Shazam! But finally, they did hit the ball a little bit. Greinke held the Giants down. Apparently, he's just yelling his own pitches out to them, like it's just to be a dick. Whatever. I think I've seen Trevor Bauer do that too. So the Astros get through. I think it was like 5-1 at a big price. So we needed that one. So got it. Winner. Tampa, easy winner. They got up like 8-0 and then just kind of coasted home. Winner, very good, top rating. Texas, a little late night lightning to make the day a very good day instead of just an okay day. They were behind the whole game and then got one of those nice innings there, where you get the bases loaded and there's nobody out. And it's like, oh boy, here we go. We're going to put some runs across now. And they did that, I think in the 8th, and come ahead, the winner over Seattle. Texas, as if you haven't known, is like our favorite team, just for return on investment standpoint. Myself and 4 other people that watched the Texas preview video know that. And then the Dodgers, they come through with a shutout, 6-0, late night at Chavez Ravine. Nice night for the Big E. At the top of my head right now, I wanted to say thank you to Rusty Hall. He's a friend of the plan from way back, back in the plan days. Helped us out with some things with the plan. Ultimately, the failure of the plan, not his fault, of course, but he was a friend of the plan from way back. He sent me a picture of a sports bar in Holland, Michigan called Big E's Sports Grill or something like that. I'm not affiliated with me. I guess there's probably a lot of Big E's out there. I mean, from the sports world, of course, your original Big E would have been a Hall of Fame basketball player, Elvin Hayes. He of the Houston Cougars, then of Washington Bullets. Yes, they used to be called the Bullets. To my knowledge, no one was ever killed because they were called the Bullets. And I would still like them to be called the Bullets because I resist change. And then, obviously, Eric Lindros, he of the Philadelphia Flyers, he was the Big E. They started calling me that, I guess, I think in the early 90s. Some fella named Dennis in the office I worked in New York City. This was right after there was a Saturday Night Live comedian whose name escapes me, who did a routine where he would sit there in the office and somebody would come up to the copier and go, "Jumpin' Jane, at the copy machine. Here comes Bill, big old Bill. Look at Bill. He's making copies at the copy machine." And that's where I think he came up with, hey, here's Big E. Look at Big E. I was like, Big E. I don't know. I guess I just grabbed it and kept it. So, there it is. All right. So, what's next? What's next? It's Thursday. I guess I should put that there so we don't get confused. Thursday. Oh, one other housekeeping matter. Over here's our scoreboard, which I don't really want to bring your attention to because we're way under 500. fairness and accuracy and truthfulness. This is what has been won, or in our case, lost. See, negative. This is what's been bet. You know, so the way you would calculate, are you a winner or are you a loser? You take this number and divide it into this number. You know, ideally, this would be a positive number, and then you would say, oh, my rate of return is 3% or 6%, or in our case, like -8%. Oh well, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? That's what I standardly say in these situations. Another housekeeping matter. If you had the over in the G-Lane Maxwell die pool, you win. She has now outlived Jeffrey Epstein. 35 days was the over-under. Perhaps she has no inside knowledge. I saw they took her off the suicide watch, which I guess means open season, come get her, you know, which is fine with me. You know, she hangs herself in the jail cell, I'm not going to cry. You know, I'd love to see her come out with some kind of videotape of some of these politicians, take some of these powerful people down, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So boring there, boring. All right, let's go Thursday. We're going to start out here with the crummy Phillies. Jake Arrieta's on the mound. He and Aaron Nola look like the only Phillies pitchers that have put out any kind of credible effort at all so far this season. So it's a steep number. I mean, the money line number is like -190 or something. You know, and then the Phillies are probably equal to or inferior to the Orioles. Record-wise right now, they certainly are. I know everybody's still enamored with all the star power of the Philadelphia Phillies, like Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto, and this team stinks. But we're letting the model eat. It wants to do the Phillies. We'll do them for a run line there. That means we got to win by more than 1.5. I think that's probably smart, just because the Phillies are likely just to either hit a bunch of 3-run home runs and have a laugher, or just lose outright. So, you know, you're saving yourself probably almost 80, 90, whatever dollars, you know, if you play the run line. And, you know, the downside is if the Phillies win by a run, of course, then that would suck. And you would say, I should have won. Well, you didn't. You lost. So we're going to be cheap. We're going to gamble. We'll take the run line, 2 stars. We're going to go 3 stars back with Tampa. I mean, they're on a roll. I think this is the opportunity to sweep the Red Sox in Boston. I just kind of think maybe Boston's one of these teams that's hurt by no fans. You know, that they're just out there and they're in their own park. It was just wrong. You know, there's nobody there. That's a place that is always a live baseball atmosphere. People want to see that team. And it just probably, that and they're, I don't know, maybe they're just not very good this year. Just no talent. I saw one of their best players, I think Devers. He had some kind of injury. Tampa's right now seems to be on a roll. They seem to be playing well. We're going to come right back with them for 3 stars, 430, -146. A bit of a price, but on the road, like I said, Boston's not playing well at all. So we'll go ahead and take Tampa. Let the model do what it wants. I mean, it wants to pick the Reds here. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but there it is. The Reds, you know, against the Pirates, no less. Who the Pirates, you know, none of this makes any sense because the Pirates, they're coming off a layoff, so you'd say, oh, well, they'll be rusty. Well, they were playing like shit before they went into the layoff. The layoff may reset them. The layoff you may get a team playing half decent coming out of the layoff. They haven't played since Sunday. So the Reds -172, that's terrible, but we're going to put it up there. We're going to let the model do what it wants to do for 1 star. 2 stars here. I like this game. This Milwaukee plus 170 against the Cubs at Chicago. Milwaukee plays the Cubs tough. They play them tough. And you're getting a huge price there. I mean, I know Yu Darvish, who's pitching for the Cubs, he was spectacular last time. I know it because he beat me. But that's a big number. You know, Milwaukee's a tough team and plays the Cubs tough. So we like that one, 2 stars. And then I think we got to go back with the Padres. The Padres have played the Dodgers tough. You know, last night they just didn't hit. But really that game was not that, you know, really wasn't out of reach till late innings when somebody hit a 3 or 4 run, 3-run home run to break it open. Paddock is going tonight for the Padres. He's probably arguably their best pitcher. You're getting him at an underdog price. I think that's a deal. The Dodgers are, it's not, you know, it's Julio Urias. You know, I guess he's okay. He's probably pretty good. He's not Kershaw. He's not a Bueller. He's not Dustin May. I'd have to look up his record. I didn't even bother because it didn't matter. The model says, the model do, we do. So, you know. So there you have it. 5 games today. We got Phillies 2 stars. Rays top play at 3 stars. Reds 1 star. Brewers 2 stars. San Diego Padres tonight. Chavez Ravine 2 stars. If we get this game, we would have had every game of this series. That would be exciting. So there you have it. I don't know if we're going to fix this audio-video issue in this video or not, because the thing, it crops up generally between the 8 and 10 minute mark of the normal videos, and this is a relatively short video, so maybe I'll just stand here and dance for a few minutes just to see if the, you know, issue is starting to crop up, or if the resetting to default fixed it. I don't know. Probably not. I don't have anything to really dance about, and if I play music, the YouTube censors get me. How about those Philadelphia Flyers? How about those guys? They won last night. I can't believe it that this team could actually win the Stanley Cup. We haven't had a team this good in Philadelphia since the Lindros days, probably. And hard to believe. And for me, frankly, it is still hard to get into it. Just this whole bubble thing, hockey in August. But it is what it is. I mean, if they win the Stanley Cup, I ain't giving it back. I'll tell you that. So we'll watch it. We're watching it. Definitely watching it. And go Flyers. So thanks for being here, all 33 of you subscribers. Hit the like button if you care to. If you don't, don't. And that's all we got for you today. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm just doing the math in my head. We'll probably be able to come up with something, you know, at some point, I'm sure, for tomorrow. So, again, thanks. Appreciate you. Good luck, good gambling, good day.